Welcome everyone to this series, Genealogy Pathfinders for Beginners. Today we are going to explore how to build a family tree. This is a sample of a family chart, and you can see there is information to be entered here. You would start with your information, where you were born, the date. If you're married, that information would also go here. Next, above that arrow, you will see the next blue arrow, and that would be for your father's information. Again, birth, marriage, and death if you have it. Below that arrow, down at the bottom, you will see the place for your mother's information. Again, birth, marriage, and death if applicable. Back up at the top in the middle of the screen, this would be where you would put your father's information or your grandfather's information. Below that, you would put your father's mother's information. So you can see the top part of the screen would carry your genealogy through your father's line, and the bottom part of the screen would carry your line through your mother's side of the family. This page will begin to take us to a setup for your family tree on Ancestry. You can find it at www.ancestry.com. If you click on the Learn More, you will see this screen. And clearly under Trees, there is a tab for Start a New Tree. You will begin to set up your family tree by entering your information. So your first name, your last name, your birthplace, which side of the family you are searching, your father, your mother, or someone else, and you would click the Get Started tab. Here is the place they're asking for your father's information. So you would put your father's first name, last name, birth year. You can see they checked off that this is a guess, but if you know the exact year, this would be the place to put that. Your father's birthplace, the city, state, or country where he grew up. You'll see another little checkbox here that says living. If you check this off, Ancestry will not post any of the information about your relatives that are still living. Of course, if they are deceased, then you would be able to see their birth records if you have put them into your tree. But be aware that if the person in your tree is still living, Ancestry does not share the information online because other people can search your family tree just as you can search other people's family trees. So here up at the top is your father's information and then his father's information. So you would continue to fill out this record and search for more records. They do want you to enter your email address on Ancestry. As you will see a little bit further on, you can send these documents home to your computer so you can save them in your computer files and print them out if you would like to do that. This screen is a summary of how to start your family tree on the Ancestry page. If you want to print this out for your records, that would be an easy way to go through the screens that we have just researched. The next screen, just wanted to let you know, in addition to Ancestry, which is always available in-house at the library, you can search it through our catalog page at home during this pandemic. Also available during the pandemic is Heritage Quest. The information to log on to it is here on the left-hand side of your screen. Available all the time is Family Search. It's a very reliable database, has a lot of information there. It is always free online and searchable from home, www.familysearch.org. So some other good resources here for you to search. If you're going to search through Ancestry during the pandemic from home, you can start at our where.biblionics.com catalog page. Do log in with your card number and your password or phone number. And then you will be able to find a tab that will let you be able to search Ancestry. This is what the screen will look like once you are logged in. You can see that on the left-hand side here is the Ancestry.com tab. You would click on that. And again, they want you to click on the link that says Visit Ancestry.com Library Edition. So continue to click through that to get to Ancestry. This is the Ancestry Start page, and you'll see that there are lots of tabs at the top. There is Home, Search, Message Boards, Learning Center, Charts and Forms, and New Collections. Again, if you want to search Ancestry, this would be the tab for you to click. On the upper tab, you will see Message Boards. Here you will see places to fill in information about your family name or perhaps the country your family came from, and you'll be able to find other people who have listed similar searches. So if you have a family name in here and you wanted to search that and they came from Italy, you could put that in and see if anybody was searching your family name from Italy. And you might find another person in your family on the message boards that is searching for information about the same person that you are. Again, here at the upper tab on the Ancestry homepage is the Learning Center. There are a lot of good tabs here that you can continue to explore. How to get started, the census, beyond the basics. It might be a good idea to read through those at your leisure and see if there was anything up there that would be helpful to you in your searching. The Charts and Forms tab, as you'll see, I have one of the charts that I showed you earlier from Ancestry. There are other research documents here for your charts that you can use if you find them helpful to organize your materials. In New Collections, this is the card catalog of Ancestry. It shows a list of all of their collections, and in this particular tab, their new collections. So if you were doing search on and weren't having many hits, do check back here for what new items that they have added to their card catalog. New places, new information is added all the time. We're going back to the search screen, and we will begin searching for one of our ancestors by filling in the first name, last name, a place your ancestor might have lived. It does not have to be where they were born. That you can fill in later on a different screen, and their birth year if you know it. If you explore the search more options, it will give you some more boxes to fill in if you know the information, and then you will click search. Here I have filled in some of the information from the previous screen, and I have put in John Smith of New Hampshire, USA. And birth year 1875. And you can see under the birth year, I have clicked the box exact. I want to find a John Smith. I know he was born in 1875, so I'm going to make that an exact search. And then you would click the orange search button. Here are results that are starting to be listed for John Smith that was born in 1875 in New Hampshire. You can see there's draft registration cards here, Idaho birth and death records, New Hampshire birth and christening index. So a lot of different categories come up when you do a general search. Again, on the left-hand side, you can see categories that you can narrow it down, that if you wanted to search just the census list, you could click on that, or the birth, marriage, and death, the military, and so forth. So initially you start out with a lot of hits, and as you narrow down your search and are sure of the information, make sure you do check it and verify that it is the right person that you have. You can follow and limit your searches through more and more records. Here is the search that I did for the birth index for John Smith. You can see this is the New Hampshire birth index. A little bit more information is here on the summary, but you'll see that there is in the See More tab, the actual handwritten record for John Smith. Here is the handwritten record on the lower part of the screen. You can, with using the side slider bar, enlarge that so you can explore it more fully. And also here is the place where you can send the document home. You'll see that in the upper right upper screen in the orange tab that says Send Document. This was just a beginning of a general way to start your family tree and to start your search on Ancestry. I hope you enjoyed this part of the presentation. We will explore other records of birth, marriage, death, census records, and other records more fully in the next presentation.